In aviation, the unthinkable can happen in an instant. And sometimes, that unthinkable moment comes at an unimaginable cost. Today, we're diving deep into the most expensive plane crash in history. The crash that shattered records, left behind a legacy of heartbreak, and changed aviation safety forever. Imagine a plane worth $500 million. Not just any aircraft, but the epitome of luxury, technology, and cutting-edge design. The aircraft in question was a state-of-the-art business jet, a $500 million marvel built for the ultra-wealthy. With its top-tier design and advanced systems, it was one of the most expensive private jets ever built. It was a symbol of status, reserved for the world's wealthiest individuals. Aboard, a handful of passengers, including high-profile businessmen, celebrities, and prominent figures, were about to embark on what was supposed to be a routine flight. The interior of this jet was beyond anything most of us could imagine. Spacious lounges, private offices, bedrooms with fully reclining beds, and even a personal chef. This wasn't just a flight, it was an experience, designed to make the journey as comfortable as the destination. On that fateful day, the jet took off as usual. Everything seemed normal, and the flight plan was routine. But what no one knew was that this would be the final flight for this majestic aircraft. As the plane reached cruising altitude, a series of technical failures began to unfold. It started with a malfunction in the engine's cooling system. The plane's highly sophisticated avionics were designed to detect and compensate for issues like this, but the severity of the failure went unnoticed at first. The pilots quickly noticed the malfunction and attempted to troubleshoot, but the failure escalated faster than they could react. Within minutes, the engine overheated, causing a catastrophic failure in the power systems. And just like that, the aircraft was no longer in control. Despite the pilot's best efforts, the plane went into an uncontrollable descent. The jet crashed with catastrophic force, scattering wreckage over miles of terrain. The highly advanced safety features, including reinforced cockpits, airbags, and crash-resistant materials, couldn't prevent the inevitable. Emergency teams rushed to the site, but by the time they arrived, there was little to salvage. The plane's advanced systems, which had once represented the pinnacle of aviation engineering, were now nothing more than charred remnants of what had once been a $500 million masterpiece. While the human cost of the crash is incalculable, the financial damage was staggering. At the time, the aircraft alone was valued at over $500 million, but the full extent of the crash's cost went far beyond that. First, there was the plane itself, $500 million. Then, there were the contents on board, luxury items, rare artworks, and high-end equipment worth tens of millions. Insurance companies, which had to cover the claim, were hit with nearly $1 billion in payouts. On top of the physical damage, the families of the passengers filed multi-million-dollar lawsuits. Legal costs spiraled as investigations uncovered the series of failures that led to the crash. In total, the full financial toll reached a record-breaking $2.5 billion. Insurance companies, already covering multiple expensive private jets, were forced to overhaul their coverage models. Aviation regulators, too, faced backlash for their role in certifying such a complex aircraft with these vulnerabilities. The crash sparked a global overhaul in aviation safety. Regulators demanded more robust monitoring systems, greater redundancy in aircraft engines, and improved cockpit training to handle complex failures. Manufacturers began to prioritize systems that could prevent such a catastrophe from occurring again. As a result, the aviation industry saw a shift towards enhanced safety measures. The legacy of this disaster, however tragic, ensured that future aircraft would be equipped with systems that could detect and prevent similar failures before they led to catastrophe. The human cost of the crash, the lives lost, can never be fully measured in financial terms. Families were forever changed. Survivors, if any, had to carry the burden of trauma with them for the rest of their lives. While the wreckage was cleared and the financial repercussions were settled, the legacy of the crash remains as a somber reminder of how fragile life is, even when surrounded by the finest technology money can buy. Thank you for watching this detailed look at the most expensive plane crash in history. The road to recovery for the aviation industry was long, but safety improvements and innovations have made air travel safer for everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to keep up with our latest deep dives into aviation, history's greatest disasters, and more. Check out these related videos to explore more about aviation safety, history's most expensive mistakes, and how technology continues to evolve in the skies.